Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I've got something truly amazing for all the Blender users out there. There's a massive deal happening over on Superhive that's honestly hard to ignore. You can now grab 30 complete Blender courses, crafted by top-tier instructors, for just $30. That's only $1 per course, which is kind of unbelievable when you realize that the total value of these courses adds up to more than $970. These aren't just your typical YouTube videos either. We're talking full-length, professional-level training, packed with hands-on projects and in-depth teaching, made by names like CG Cookie, Creative Shrimp, Ducky 3D, and more. So let's break down what you'll be getting in this powerhouse bundle. Let's kick things off with the course section, a collection of foundational courses by multiple instructors at CG Cookie. We begin with Jonathan Lample's course on 3D Mesh Modeling Fundamentals, which walks you through the essential techniques in Blender's modeling toolkit. From using vertices, edges, and faces to working with proper selection, editing tools, and understanding good topology, this one is a solid foundation. Next is Kaizen 3DS Lighting Fundamentals, a course that focuses entirely on lighting your 3D scenes correctly. You'll learn how good lighting can completely transform your renders, making even simple models look cinematic. It's one of the most valuable skills you can develop. Then we have Kent Trammell course on Digital Sculpting Basics, a perfect starting point for anyone new to sculpting in Blender. It dives into Blender's sculpt mode with a fun, artistic approach, covering all the main tools like masking, posing, dynamic topology, stroke settings, remeshing, and more. Then comes the Animation Fundamentals course by Fail, which is a complete primer on animating in Blender. You'll learn how to set keyframes, manipulate the timeline, use the dope sheet, tweak curves in the graph editor, and bring your models to life. Following that, we have Eva Warwick's Guide to Materials and Shading in Blender. This training explores the shader editor, showing how to use different nodes to define an object's surface properties like color, glossiness, texture, transparency, and even things like glass and shadow interactions. From the same instructor, there's also a full course on texturing in Blender, where you'll get hands-on experience with UV unwrapping, painting textures directly onto models, working with texture slots, and using physically based rendering, PBR, techniques, all using Blender's native tools. Next is Kenny's Physics Fundamentals, which covers the whole range of Blender's simulation systems, rigid bodies, cloth, soft bodies, fire, smoke, fluids, and particles. This course gives you the skills to implement complex dynamic effects in your scenes. After that, there's a deep dive into rigging, starting from the ground up. This one explains what rigging is and walks you step by step through creating a working rig for a character, including bones, constraints, and controllers. And rounding out the course section is Sean Kennedy's Compositing Fundamentals, which teaches you how to use Blender's compositor to enhance your final renders. You'll learn how to break down renders into passes, adjust lighting, color correct, add visual effects, and save time by editing in post rather than re-rendering. Now let's talk about one of the standout courses included, Bcity, Blender City Toolkit. If you're dreaming of building your own procedural cities inside Blender, this is tailor-made for you. You'll dive into attributes, procedural modeling with curves, custom UVs, dynamic shaders built with geometry node attributes, clever instance distribution using repeat zones and loops, and tidy node organization. Everything you need to build a complex yet optimized city system right inside Blender. Following that, we've got a beautiful course focused on minimalism. It's called Minimal Blender Projects Volume 1, and it's all about creating sleek, clean visual projects within just 2 hours. Perfect for those interested in motion graphics, micro projects, or infinite animation loops. It's broken into 2 sessions and includes all project files, great for MoGraph artists or anyone working on social-ready short content. Next up is Creating Realistic Human Portraits in Blender. This one is a full-on digital character creation guide using only Blender. No ZBrush, no Substance, no third-party add-ons. You'll start with modeling, sculpting, then move into texturing, shading, and rendering your digital human. It's a deep dive and totally Blender native, showing what's possible with nothing but the core software. It is one of my personal favorite course. Another gem is Cubicity. This course is all about creating and managing asset libraries inside Blender. You'll learn how to develop your own city asset packs, make them procedural, organize them efficiently, and reuse them in various projects. Super practical and time-saving if you're building reusable environments or kits. Assemble is another fantastic one. It's focused on procedural modeling and animation with geometry nodes. If you've ever wanted to build something like a Ferris wheel or even a roller coaster using just geo nodes, this is the place to start. Super interactive and built for motion and mechanical design lovers. And for those wanting to dive into character motion, the Blender Animation Bootcamp is included too. It teaches all the animation principles: timing, squash and stretch, anticipation, walk cycles, basically the essentials you need to animate with personality. Let's not forget simulations. The Particles and Simulation Nodes course is a powerful introduction to physics-based systems in Blender. Learn the math behind movement, velocity, acceleration, delta time, and how to control simulations like soft bodies, particles, cloth, and more. This is a great step toward mastering Blender's physics system using geometry nodes. Now, if vehicles are more your thing, the RC Monster Truck Rigging course is awesome. You'll learn to rig a full remote-controlled monster truck from the ground up, including suspension, spring dynamics, and animation. It's detailed, fun, and another gem in this bundle. Another course worth noting is creating realistic industrial environments with Eevee. Perfect if you're trying to master scene composition, lighting, and layout for environments that look real, especially in real time using Blender's Eevee engine. For those who love concept-to-finish character creation, check out Pothead, a hard surface character creation course that covers the full pipeline: modeling, UV unwrapping, texturing, and shading. It's great for sci-fi lovers or anyone wanting to get into stylized or mechanical characters. Now, CG Cookie isn't the only contributor here. Creative Shrimp is also in the mix. Their game asset workflow course is included at 99% off, literally $1 right now. This one covers modeling, sculpting, UVs, texturing, baking, optimization, exporting, and even how to use those assets in engines like Godot. It's a full game asset production course from start to finish. And for fans of mechanical modeling, the Hard Surface Modeling Masterclass is here too. Over 80 video lessons, 13+ hours of training, with workflows focused on subdivision and Booleans. It was built for Blender 2.79, but updated for 2.8 and beyond, and everything in it still applies today. Another Creative Shrimp special is the Space VFX Elements course. Want to make galaxies, nebulae, black holes, gas clouds, planets? This is your guide. Even though it was made using Blender 2.79, the core techniques are still very applicable, and you'll learn how to build your own cosmos from scratch. Moving on to motion design, Ducky 3D has two solid options. One is an intro to geometry nodes for MoGraph work, perfect for creating generative, animated visuals using procedural logic. And the other is a classic intro to motion graphics in Blender, where you'll use more traditional tools like modifiers and animation paths to create stylish motion content. For those into compositing and render polishing, the Postpro course by TrueVFX is a must. It focuses on render layers, filters, alpha management, and adjustments you need to make your images shine after rendering. Then there's Rig Anything with Rigify by CG Dive. This course walks you through rigging all kinds of creatures: bipeds, quadrupeds, stylized characters, and even facial rigs using Blender's free Rigify tool. No third-party add-ons needed. If you're a total beginner and just booting up Blender for the first time, the Complete Beginner's Guide by Harry helps walks you from installation to interface, to basic modeling, rendering, saving, everything a first-timer needs. We've also got multiple courses by 3D Tutor, one being a Blender 4 modeling and geometry nodes workshop that focuses on building stylized buildings from stairs to rooftops using procedural workflows. He also added a stylized 3D models course which expands further into game-style designs and fantasy environments. And finally, for architects, the Architecture Masterclass by Studio is a professional-grade training series. From sketching in Blender to parametric design, rendering, materials, and post-processing, this 12-chapter course is a full pipeline for architectural visualization. Altogether, you're getting dozens of high-end courses from multiple creators, valued well over $1,000. Yours now for just $30 in the bundle, which works out to about $1 per course. Seriously, whether you're into modeling, physics, animation, architecture, character design, or game development, this bundle has something for you. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Are you grabbing this bundle? What course are you most excited about? If this helped or inspired you, drop a like, share it with a Blender buddy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.